What up? What up? My camera's like, it's not all digital now. It's actually working. Can you hear me okay? I think I got it all working. Perfect. I just wanted to hop on live and talk about how women are just too stupid to not get pregnant. Okay, women are just like so dumb that they just like get pregnant so easy. You know, it's like, I don't know why anyone doesn't understand that. I'm just kidding, by the way. I need to get my little pot pen real quick. Perfect. Y'all don't understand how hard technology is for me. So when something works, it's just nice. It's nice. Would like to smoke a little way. What should we talk about? Excuse me. Hope everyone's week has gone good. It's been another crazy fucking week. Another crazy fucking week. Yeah, it's okay, so I had this like they called it what do they call this thing? Some sort of like media mod for the GoPro, but it's made everything worse. So fuck it. I'm doing better now. It's been a crazy week. I still don't have a Humvee or guns from the government, so it's been a bad week. But today I'm doing pretty good, Hex. Doing pretty good. How about you? I know you found out this week about that you have to get the vax. Did you have to get the vax or test, or do you have to get the vax? It's kind of cold today. I had to put on a flannel. Oh. I think the world's extra stupid this week. And why did they have to bring up the vaccine test? Good call. I mean, what the fuck are we supposed to do? It's also weird. I don't know if I'm feed Paul soybean too, but it's hard on everyone. I don't understand like how people think this is normal. It used to be, I mean, it's technically illegal when you hire someone to ask if they're fucking pregnant, but we can do all this testing for one stupid fucking cold. Like, shit is so dumb right now. We can't even make any fucking sense of it. But whatever. All we can do is live our cool liberty lives at this point, I suppose. So there's nothing else to fucking do. So now we can just do drugs and have fun, I figure, because what the hell else is there? And they're trying to force drugs down our gullets anyways. Like, I will do drugs on my own. No problem. Thank you. I don't need this vaccine, or I might get this taken down. Yeah, no, and people were saying ivermectin last year when they like downplayed the other one, the hydro, however the fuck you say that one. And then they were like, everyone was kind of okay with ivermectin for a minute, and now all of a sudden, because the news says that they're fucking horse shots that are for horses, like, ugh, it's so infuriating too, because it's all these fucking dumb shits who like care about social acceptance and like being in the clique and being in the cool club, and it's like, fuck these people. Like, they don't need to tell me what to do with my life. Like, but yeah, the horse thing is crazy. They want to be treated like fucking cattle. They're literally saying, I can't enter a place unless I prove I'm not sick or I show I have this vaccine. I have volunteered with cattle and livestock before, even chickens, whatever. They have to, and bunnies. You have to bring papers in to prove they have certain vaccinations, and then they would do certain tests on them. And I'm like, okay, so people want to live like this, but then they're all like going to bring up this horse dewormer? Like, what the fuck? That's so inconsistent. So inconsistent. Yeah, because it's been around for people for fucking ever, Hex. Like, and the government and the big pharma is paying big money to make their own version right now that they can like push. Hey, Jowsy. Hey, girl. Hope you're good. Hope your dog's good. Yeah, it's just bullshit. These motherfuckers were trying to get us to eat like essential oils over the last couple years, and now they're gonna be mad about like a drug that has multiple uses for animals and humans. Like, ugh, you can't make sense of anything. You can't. We are all being driven crazy because we're all logical people for the most part. We try to think about things logically and go to the logical conclusion, and we are fucking fucked up because there is no logical conclusion right now. There's no logic at all. Oh, good. Hope you're sweating. Hope you're sweating. I hope you're sweating to the 80s. Exactly. And they are literally creating an ivermectin-like drug, so they can't charge off of it. Big Pharma wins again, and all these fucking idiots are pushing for it. Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Like, we really just need to get the hell out of Dodge because these people are going crazy. And then we got this war shit. And then I know they brought up all, like, why did they have to do this abortion stuff now? What was the distraction from, like, what? Like, God, it's just too hard to pay attention. We aren't supposed to know this much info. Like, human beings evolved without knowing this much information, and maybe that was for the better because we're all fucking nuts right now. And for the last year, for the to get the vaccines through, someone was arguing with me about this, but I know it's true because they couldn't get the emergency use on the vaccines if there was multiple other treatments that were showing to work, you know? And so they had to like downplay all that shit and make the doctors look crazy and do all that dumb shit for what? So they could have this vaccine. And so we could help Big Pharma make more money. Like, I don't get it. Let's go, Thang Nasty. Yeah, stock up on everything. Something else, make sure you have water purifiers. That was something I made sure. I got a bunch of water purifiers. Not a bunch. I got like 2 or 3 like good camping water purifiers, and they have those life straws. I've got a couple of those. I've been stocking up on first aid shit like crazy. AED, like stock up on everything. There's these really cool they're like battery packs that can actually jump a car. And some of them you can like plug things into, you can plug your phones into. Make sure we all have those and have them charged and ready to go all the time, especially if you're in Texas and it might freeze again. Stock up on everything. And toilet paper. Ammo. Exactly. All of it. My internet's still working. It looks like it's not. Am I here? Oh. Am I here? Back? Can you guys hear me? It looked like my internet dropped for a minute. Fucking internet. And stock up on like feminine supplies, dog food, cat food, pet food, seeds, all of it. These motherfuckers aren't going to stop. They're not stopping. I can't even believe we're here. Every day, Forest Mommy's just like, I can't even believe it. I believe that. I believe that. They're playing all sorts of fucking games. They're gonna be poisoning our alcohol next, so we need to get our own distilleries going and stuff too. That's one habit I picked up during this shutdown bullshit is drinking, and I actually rather like it. I'm obviously healthy about it, but you know what? They ain't taking that from me. So I need to start learning how to distill and make moonshine and shit. If I can. Just wonder how like long they've been planning this, you know? Yeah, like Like, was it Bill Gates' dad and all like them who started to put all this together? Because obviously they're planning shit out in decades. We've all talked about that. Like, when did they start planning this? Because, like, hey, fuck them. Be like, I mean, it's kind of genius for if you're a fucking evil person, an evil authoritarian tyrant, like, pretty fucking genius. Can't, like, can't deny that, fortunately. Yep, Bill Gates buying up all that farmland. But I've mentioned this before. If anyone knows who John Malone is, he's like Colorado's billionaire. He has something called Liberty Media, which I think is still operating, but I don't know what it is for, if it has anything to do with Liberty. He's a pretty cool fucking dude, and he has a lot of land too. He owns a lot of Colorado at least. So, and I know he'd be on the good side, on like good of the people side, although he'd still probably use his land for his own bug out spots too, which you can't blame him, but it has to go back at least that long, at least a century. Epstein's death. Oh, God, I wish I was paying more attention over the last like 10, well, I don't know. You know, they're still doing it. There's still Epstein Islands out there too. So it's like, I don't know, man. Where are they gonna, if they kill us all off, where are they gonna get all the kids to rape? I don't know. God, how evil did they have to be back in like 19, well, I guess during the 1920s with that stock market crash. It makes sense. I was thinking back way when. Micro penises. Well, I got accused of racism before, but hello, the CCP in China, like, it makes sense not to be like racist. Okay, bye, hon. Get home safe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we can even do anymore other than just prepare. Obviously, we can go to protests, which I don't, in my heart of hearts, going to a protest, the idea scares me. Like a big protest, I could do a little protest, but like big ones, downtown especially, I feel so unsafe in downtown Denver lately. I've only been down there like twice. But I'm like, I don't want to have to go to a fucking huge group of people where I don't know everybody. And, you know, there can be crazies. And some motherfucker, they shot, if that was real, and they shot someone here, you know? It's like, I don't know how effective that all is. I'll participate in some still, but I just don't want to. I don't like going in big crowds like downtown and all that. Thanks, Thug. I know this is gonna get taken down because I said something against the CCP. Vaccines. How can you not wear a tinfoil hat? How can you not distrust everything? Everything has a story. Yeah, I believe that. I believe it. Here, just people want to yell racist all the time, and it's like, it's so stupid. Like, you don't even know who my friends are, who have been, like, it's just a dumb thing in America. And it's the projection. We know it's the projection, so that doesn't matter. They're fucking, like, weirdo racists. They're the people who don't know how to make friends with people who look different from them. So they have to force it. Yeah, so many other countries are so, like, so much more culturally, like, you know? America, we get accused of racism, like, every 5 days, every 5 minutes. No, exactly. Like, these are those type of people. Like, it's really hard. Like, I'm kind of getting a little more involved with LP and stuff, but in my heart of hearts, you know, like, if someone is trying to get into a position where they rule over others in the sense with the state, like, there's probably something a little off in them. And I've even noticed that in like small town politics and small town like organizations I've been a part of where, you know, there's committees and boards, and you see people who are like, you can tell what they're kind of fucking doing, you know, they're like, trying to like move up this ladder and get into positions of authority, and it's just like bleh. Like I don't even like being on boards half the time because it's like I feel like I'm being too authoritative. Silly. And I'm not even like a super pacifist. I have no desire to control anybody. I didn't even have kids. I didn't even want to have kids to like control, which it's okay to control them, obviously, to teach them. But like, I couldn't even do that. I didn't even want to do that. It's oppressive fucks. They're all oppressive fucks, these politicians. That would be funny if Dave Smith did run for president and then we'd all have to be like, why you up doing that, homie? Yeah. And then like maybe a lot of us who are on the Liberty Alliance, we've noticed that in humans all along, like friends growing up, because I'm assuming most people in the Liberty thing didn't ever chase to be with cliques or like to be a part of a bullies group, you know, because we know that kind of power structure and people wanting to be like that, like they suck. Like the bad bullies, some bullying is okay, but like the people who like want to be the bully's like best friend, it's for protection or whatever, but I don't give a fuck about that shit. I would be a loner all my life if that's how it has to be, because I don't want to be around people who are like accepting me or not. Like, fuck that. Uh-oh, the camera's being weird again. I look like crap. Yeah, that's the thing. We have the moral high ground, but we don't care to be like, ooh, I'm better than you at everything, and you know, like we're just like, let us fucking do our fucking thing. Like we have the logical high ground too. Even more important than the moral high ground, I feel like we have the logical high ground. Like it just seems so simple to us. I don't know anymore. I've been hanging around all y'all people too long now. Since all of my other friends dropped me last year because I was the crazy one. Yeah. I mean, we see this with people in like middle management, right? It's the same exact shit. And because they want to be able to not have to follow the rules or whatever procedures that they implement. Like they want to get around it. Like I've seen this in my friends who work in even lower level government positions. I could tell they just want to be able to like circumvent rules so they can do it. They can feel like they're doing whatever they want, but they're good because they're working for the government, but they can also like, you have to follow the rules they want. Like, it's so dumb. Yeah, you guys are my friends. We are just waiting for this shit to hit the fan. It is neat. Yeah, it's like the low status people found something to cling on to like try and get above everybody, which is stupid because I'm not high status either, but I found my place in life where I don't have to play that fucking game. Like they're so fucking dumb. They're so fucking dumb. Because they don't know how to make friends, so they have to just be bossy ass bitches. Like there's a reason. Obviously, you should be nice to people growing up, but like sometimes there are people who are fucking weird and terrible, and like they shouldn't have been forced to be involved in stuff as kids. Maybe that's the problem. There's all these little tyrants that would have had it like bullied or socially corrected out of them. Now they just are tyrants their whole fucking life. Exactly, Mike. You can be pretty. I don't get how people want to change the system we have. Like it's the last time we have a choice where you can like my life is so simple, and because it's so simple, I don't have to be fucking killing myself with certain work and stuff. Like nun outfit. Oh, I wore it for a different podcast. Although you couldn't see how short it was, so you just saw the top. They are the hall monitors. They're motherfuckers. I wish I would have been more like I've always just been a live and let live, even when I was a fucking kid, man. Just don't be a dick. DB. Wait, what is it? Don't be a dick. Don't be we see DBAA. Don't be an ass. Bye, honey. Hope it's not too late. Yeah, it's not too late by you. And the woke people are like the biggest bullies right now. They're literally the biggest bullies. That's what I don't get. You saw, well, you could, in that picture I posted, you could see how short it was. But when I was on that podcast, it was just, from here up. But it looks cool with the habit on the head, But yeah, these fucking, we really just have to find a way. And what sucks is because they found a way to exclude us. Like, I'm all about voluntary association, but I've never been like a specifically exclusive person or mean or rude about it. But now these motherfuckers are like trying to exclude us and being fucking snobs about it. Like, it makes no fucking sense. Hate it. Hate it. I was always so fucking exclude. Like, I always tried to like help people who didn't have friends or hung it because you want to treat people like you be treated. And now these motherfuckers are like, no, you can't come dancing at our gay club anymore. Like, what the fuck? Can't deal with it. Fucking hall monitors. Stay on for a little bit longer here. I am so sorry because we are so spoiled up here, and we've been so spoiled. And like, I remember, like, there are people who are kids who've grown up and they don't know anything but legal weed. Like, holy cow, they don't know what it's like to be calling like 10 different phone numbers at a Friday night, and no one will call you back. And now I like literally drive down the street like 3 miles, and you walk into the pot store and it's like Willy Wonka land. Like, there's literally everything, and it's like bright and happy. So I apologize. There's good things about Texas. Colorado is going down the shitter, but I'm not giving up on it. Like, I won't leave it. I'll die. I'll just die fighting for it if that's the case. But Polly. Hi, Polly. That is crazy. Why can't, like, I do not believe in a centralized government, but all these weed people need to know, like, hell yeah, heavily armed all of it. I don't know how some states are against the weed. I mean, with the money that was rolling in, and whatever you're red or blue, they like the tax income. They like that money coming in. So like, how could they not do the weed? Seeing more in Colorado too. There's more masks definitely at the grocery store for sure, and out and about. Like, I don't get it. I don't watch the regular news. The only news I see is just all the random shit on Twitter. So I feel like I don't like read CNN, but I see their headlines and stuff. And I'm just like, how do people believe this shit? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So we got these motherfuckers going to the grocery store wearing a mask, which last year, if you were wearing a mask, it was that you were assumed sick, remember? So now I'm like, well, if you're wearing a mask, do you think you're sick? Are we still playing that game? Like, but it's switched again, like everything else. Exactly. If you're going to use a state to control people, I don't care if you're left or right, you suck. I know, yeah. Utah's got really pretty mountain ranges, I feel like. I mean, y'all had the Olympics there. A lot. And then people from Colorado always go to Moab. That's like, Moab's super popular for Colorado people. Yes. And with their parents don't have it on and the kids do. I know I don't have kids, so I'm not allowed to talk about it, but that shit fucking bugs. That bugs me a lot. Greeley. How's Greeley? Is it raining up by you guys? It said it was supposed to rain down here. Is it smelling like Montfort up there in Greeley today? That's another evil motherfucker is the Montfort. They're up to some crazy they're involved in all this shit too. I know it. Nice. That's a good name for a strip club. Supposed to rain. Yeah, it's supposed to be raining. It's not. I haven't even been to a strip club in fucking forever. How lame. I could have been going. All my friends were scared of shit, have been going out and doing shit. Why haven't I? But then I don't really like to anyway. So I guess that's probably why. And half of me right now is like, half these people think my existence can kill them. Why am I going to go hang out with people? Like, yeah. I know. And the kids have like not like it's weird. I don't like it. Like I really, you know how like you used to, like if you would be out at a grocery store or at the store or whatever, and you would see a parent like hitting a kid too hard or like, and no one like ever knows like what to do or kind of like get involved. And now it's like everyone is doing something too much to kids, and it's just it's weird. Cannabis pretty cow. And cow shit. Can't forget the cow shit. I have a conspiracy theory on Monfort. What's Monfort like is this rich dude in Colorado, for people that don't know. He owns Coors Field and the Rockies. But he built this huge ass thing right next to Coors Field, like a hotel, a venue, stores, condos for sale, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden they moved the All-Star game to Colorado. Supposedly because of like race stuff with the voting, right? Do you remember this? I'm sorry, like Colorado is not as diverse as Atlanta. It's not. So what the fuck was that all about? But I think Montfort put some money on it. I know it. I wish I knew how to like deep dive research better, but hell yeah. Cow shit's cow, and it helps shit grow. It's a good fertilizer. I have pictures on my phone, I think, of one of the ranches that I go work on. And I found cow shit with mushrooms on it, but it wasn't psilocybin. But I was all like, yeah. What do we do about the kid thing? Because then, like, the teachers are being weird and abusey too. And if the parents are being weird, like, I don't know if you be parents of more level-minded people just start like purposely excluding. Well, I don't know, because they're excluding your kids already, being cunts about it. I don't know. It's weird with the kids stuff. It just seems like society doesn't really give a shit about kids ever. I remember noticing that when I was a kid. I picked up on that. Or they give a shit about kids as much as they can control them and contort them. Sunny and Greeley. Yeah, it's afternoon here. It's 2 p.m. Mountain Time. I did see that thing, and then I saw that school district had a board meeting, and it like shit went off the fan, and they left. I think they walked out the back door or something. I didn't get the rest of it because I was kind of watching it as it was going down. Does anyone remember? Like, did people walk out? Because you know how cool it would be. I'm not inciting anything, but like how it'd be so much easier to go to a school board meeting and like fucking take over and just scare them out. If they're gonna run out the back door, take a break, like maybe that's how we start. We just go take whoever's taking the minutes, and we just like sit down and we'll just start new minutes, start new everything, and like I don't know. It wouldn't be necessarily official, but something has to change. Like official things can get so corrupt and are so wasteful and so inefficient half the time. I don't know. I just feel like someone else I met the other night had a suggestion. If you go to a school board meeting, get their addresses, which it's all public knowledge. and just go to the meeting and just like read out their name and address and then just go sit down. Like that's actually a pretty good suggestion because they have aggressive. That's not even aggressive. It's kind of a warning, which I think is totally fine within the NAP. And like they have fucking aggressed on us and our children and our world and our like way of life. So it's everything is completely justified in my mind. Like in my whole the last 20, since I've been an adult, I've always known like that my real enemy is the government. Any skirmish I've had with some people, which I really haven't had much, I've just stayed out of that kind of crap. Like the government has been the one constant enemy the whole time, and like they've just gotten worse this last year. It's not that my mind changed on a lot of things, but then they push so fucking hard that I'm like, no, fuck you, no more. Like I'm half ready. Like people being weird about this abortion thing. Like, people may hate me. I'm pro-choice. I just don't think it should be a legality thing. Obviously, I'm pro-life personally, but like they're making it so hard to even like want to like support them at all because these people just go too fucking hard. And I don't know if it's the whole pendulum thing, like left and right, but they've just gone so fucking far that I just don't fucking give a fuck anymore. Pretty much, like, fuck them. And all the good, like any of us have done prior to the 2020, all that's been washed away in a bad way. Not even like Jesus dying for our sins, but like it has been washed away. Everything good, and I thought I was doing life so right. I thought I was being so respectful. I wasn't being aggressive. I may have broke a few hearts, but other than that, I didn't hurt people. And now this year, that's all done. Everything good I've done is just done. Unless I follow this cult shit. And I'm not going to. I hope those school board people got scared, really. And it's just weird the teachers want to teach that shit so much and like push that shit too much to me. Get that excited about fucking math and teach them math as a fucking activist. Like, I don't know. Why do you have to teach them like be a mascot for gay? Because you don't. Like, we're in a different time now. Like, get fucking activists about teaching proper history and maybe that'd be a great way to be an activist and go against the curriculum because you're going to find the real history. Like, why can't they be activists about that? Why does it have to be about this weird shit that is personal to people's lives? Like, makes me mad. And I have teachers in my family. My mom was a teacher, so I'm not anti-teachers, but the fuck is going on, I'm just blabbering right now. I'm a little high. So if anyone has any other like comments, I think it's behind. I think people are actually, even if they're not smart, if we like raise people to be smart enough to say, hey, you actually are smart enough to do the right thing and make the right choice, instead of being like, oh no, like, why can't we be supportive of humans like that and teach them to be like that they are confident in themselves? That's how you get responsible. Like, yeah, and that's so weird. Like, it's so weird. Even anytime anyone wants to tell you what to think, like about the horse dewormer, they want you to think that. Maybe Jason, I had another live or 2 live episodes, I think. But this can be the official episode too, if you want. What is tonight? That's all right. You're here now. I need a better webcam. I don't know why this webcam doesn't work well. I apologize. They're on my They're on my channel. You can go back. I did one with Hex the other day, if you know Hex, because he got banned, and we had a good discussion. Sam for his mommy chat. Thanks for playing along with my Forest Mommy identity. Eventually, I'll come out about me. Doing good. How are you on this Thursday? Oh, yeah, he hasn't posted in a minute. Has he? Did he get... He might have got kicked. Was so dumb when I got 7 days for. It was so stupid. I don't see him at all. I know he... Oh, how funny. Maybe he got kicked off. He might have got kicked off or got a ban or something. Wonder if his alts are... I don't see his other ones. I wonder if he got completely kicked off. I know some people know him in real life. They could probably check him out. Yeah, he's not even pulling up. Maybe he got the major ban hammer. I don't know. Fuck that. That's why I got off Facebook, is because I was getting like 30-day bans back to back. So I was like, fuck that. And then Twitter was pretty good. Even this last year, I didn't get silenced, and then now I am. And now other people are. It's so stupid. I don't know if anyone's around my age, 38, but like remember when social media was coming out, and it was kind of cool. I had a desk job, so I was on the computer all the time, and I was like, ooh, MySpace, what's this? You know, like computers were just new and cool, and communicating with people was cool over the computer. And then now I'm like, fuck it all. Like I hate it all. Like I am saying that on a live stream, but it took me literally months to figure this out. So, you know, like it probably was from butt pics. It probably was. But I hope not. Should make did anyone post about him? Poor guy. And it sucks at this day. And I mean, we should be like, we can go play with our friends in real life, not just have to be online. But like, it's important for us right now to connect. This is how a lot of us are connecting across the country. We need to stick together because shit going cray. 31. You a baby. Which will come out. Where are you at? Where are you representing? You got someone in Colorado, man. Here, I'll start and say your name. Bergfist. I probably have to say it more harshly. Twitter's way better. Twitter's way smarter. That's what they wanted. They were denying our humanity. That's exactly what they were doing. I mean, social media had kind of already been picking away at humanity, you know, and like kind of getting people into the cyborg mind, and then this was just nail in the coffin. Feed it. Very nice to have you. I mean, at least your country wasn't terrible about things, was it? I don't know. From what you never know what you can believe, but you know, they always bring Sweden. And the joke's on them for not wanting human interaction, because I just made a bunch of Liberty friends, and we meet up in Colorado here now, and we're like expanding all the time. So, maybe I lost some of my other friends when I got friends with guns and skills and like down for bartering. There's not much luck. That's good, at least. But are people, I guess, like you said, people aren't too liberty minded. They just, I guess, because Sweden is fairly socialistic. Is that why? Is that why there's not as much liberty there? Yep. It's all about the dehumanization. I mean, think of like, people will literally, when they dox certain people, or when some people, like I got doxxed because I blocked someone on Instagram. Literally, that's how psychopathic and crazy people are online. And like, why? It was like just a couple minutes of him doing something stupid, but it caused trauma for me for a little bit. It's all good now, but like people are like, there's something wrong with your brain if you can just do that to someone. And then the people who ruin people's lives and get them fired and like all that shit, like, yeah, it's some butt cheeks. So it feels like most people in America are too, which fucking sucks right now. But you have us. If you ever get to America, I have a extra bed you can always stay in if you make it over here for the revolution. Because I'm a really good host. I love hosting. I wish America could break into countries the size of Sweden and Denmark and all those places. Yes, they will. Especially if there's no like online, it's so easy to fuck someone's life up or do something terrible and there's no blowback. You can't even see the emotion on their face, which mass shit right now too. Someone else was posting like, just to learn to talk, you have to watch your mouth to learn to talk. Not that like, obviously that should be happening at home, but like there's important things that happen from watching people's mouths. I've been a mouth watcher my whole life. Not to sound creepy, but I'm a little hard of hearing and I've always watched mouths for a little bit of lip reading. Now I can't fucking hear them and I can't fucking see their mouth. So I don't even fucking talk to them. I like Texas. I've only been to Austin. You can come party here too. I know Colorado, like I said, is going down the shitter, but we're still good. We got some good setups here, so you can party. When they had the LP party was here this past weekend. It was fun. It was a great time. And it was a little bit of a party. And one thing I really love about Liberty people too, I found like you really don't walk on eggshells on what you say. Like, you're going to disagree with some on some things, and you're going to agree, and you're pretty much going to agree on the biggest thing, which is fuck the state. But it's just so nice to be around people and talk and share ideas, even when you don't agree. It's like, oh, cool. Like, try to like defend your position a little, and not necessarily debate, but like. Yeah, why not? I'm all about the tourists. I've given a handful of people, like I've been a tour guide for people who come and visit. And because I'm a real estate agent, so then I like, just up my alley. I take them around, get them to love Colorado. As long as they don't turn it to shit. Actually, they already did, but I don't even care. Like I said, I'm not giving up on Colorado. Yes, like we've all figured out, you can just be your authentic self. Say what you want to say. And all this woke and cancel shit, like if someone's a fucking dumb shit for real racist, then tell them and don't go by them. Like, they're going about it so dumb. Like, it's just so much easier to be real. And then it's easier to know who else is fucking a dumb shit if they're being real, if they're being a real dumb shit. Damn straight. If they're gonna like wish death, come on. It's like, of course Joe Rogan's gonna fight it. Like, he's like the healthiest fucking dude. Like, you either first we're asymptomatic for over a year. We're asymptomatic with it. You don't know you might not even know you have it. So you need to fucking cover your mouth. And now if you get it, you're gonna die or need the hospital no matter what. Like, so dumb. I know about Garden City because it was everywhere was dry up there. In Garden City, a lady opened like a bar, or she like circumvented it, right? And opened a bar or something and brought alcohol to Garden City. I had a friend who lived in Milliken, so we would kind of be nearby there. And I wonder, I'm trying to think if it was a dry, I don't know if the whole county was dry. I should figure that out. I didn't learn about all of that, but no, I don't believe he was. I think I don't think Rogan ever got a vaccine because he's like the rest of us. Were like, although he is 50, he's 54 now. I'm really getting up there, but he's still, when you're that fucking healthy, like, exactly. Oh, they're so authoritarian. Such a turnoff. It's like that's like the worst human trait is to be an authoritarian in a non-consensual way and just be a ugh. He got in trouble because he was like, I would think if you're healthy, you wouldn't need it, for the most part. I mean, the dude does like saunas and ice baths and like he has access, he eats the best food and he's like got access to everything. Like, of course he's not going to die. And even if he had, then he would have been an outlier because that fucking happens too. There will always be fucking outliers. That's the dumbest shit with the anecdotal stuff is when they're just bringing out all these dumb outliers. And you're like, yeah, of course. Of course there will be outliers. Feels like people's brains are fucking mush right now. Like their brains are literal mush. Because we can't talk to them. You can't like, there's no logic. There's no facts. You can put data up their nose and they don't fucking find the data. Like, it is the religion as Vin Armani, whatever his new name is, like it's a religion. And you like, as we all know, whatever, even if you are religious, you understand, like there are things that no matter what, you're just going to believe. And that's just, they want to believe the fucking dumbest thing ever, but that's what they fucking force themselves to believe. So stupid. It's the dumbest religion ever, isn't it? Statism. It's a dangerous fucking religion. That's why we have fucking war. It's the name for it. Here's the story. Bootleg. Yeah, Colorado's got all sorts of booze all over the fucking place. That's like half of our economy, I feel like. I knew what you meant. I was just out in Palisade. Everything's about booze out here. That's how humans are. And then the weed. And the mushrooms are decriminalized in Denver, I think, right now. I don't know what else has happened. They need to just do it all like Portland did or whatever. Of course, we're halfway there too with the destruction of our city. Jason, if you're in Colorado, you should do the End of Wars rally on September 11th. I kind of don't want to go because I'm scared, but I think I'm going to go. Stop being such a little pussy ass bitch. But you can get, as far as I know, you can get shrooms pretty easily off of the internet, right? Because I even had a friend who worked for the government and she was found it online. I know growing it is a little difficult. It takes a while. I have a friend in Florida who's grown and it's like, takes a minute to get it right. Like all gardening. I went out on Tuesday. So In Colorado, we have a regulatory agency called DORA, which holds all the professional licenses from real estate to the medical field. And they had this like meeting, and it's a larger board. I don't know, maybe like 20, 30 people. And they're trying to decide if they needed to mandate vaccines for healthcare workers. I'm assuming since it's through DORA, as a part of their, where's Bird out there? As a part of their licensing requirements. And they like had this meeting, someone recorded it on Zoo that's in the Mecock, and it just didn't make any sense because only like people were for it, and then all of a sudden it was going into place. So, anyways, a lot of the LP Colorado, the Mises Caucus, other groups, Liberty on the Rocks, we kind of had a meeting to start the brainstorming, and Angela McCardle's been hitting us up with a lot of legal help on how to file the FOIA request and how to. I think the last thing it was like. Was it? I forget. It was something. She's being super helpful, so it's really cool. But what the fuck? Now how can you require a vaccine for something that these people worked with for months and months before there was a vaccine? And they work around all sorts of shit. They're around a lot more diseases than me, so I understand they would want to choose to maybe be vaccinated. And I know a lot of them have other vaccines where that's been required. But why this one and why now? It makes no fucking sense. There were some nurses that were there at that meeting, and well, I know that's why I have to say Mecock. Anyways, but there were some nurses there the other night, and this one lady she was so passionate, but she actually had COVID, and she still has the antibodies for it. And she's like, why am I being forced for this vaccine? At the very least, which I don't think it should be forced on anyone, of course, but they're at the very least, why are people who've had it not even allowed to have that checked? God, it's so fucked up. The Mecock. It's good to have good plugs, isn't it? 2020 helped me make sure I have all my good plugs and my good plugs on call. Got to have that Hunter S. Thompson stash, right? No, just kidding. We don't do illegal drugs in my house. I need an ass ton. Although I've had a hard time doing shrooms this last year in 2020. There's been something too heavy on my heart, and I know I need to do it more to get through it. But I kind of started not liking the feeling because it was just too heavy. What was going on? I don't know. I never told people this. I had told people this before, but the very beginning of COVID, I lost 20 pounds because I was just so what the fuck is going on? What are they doing? It wasn't ever scared about the fucking disease. It was just the fuck is going on, And so I lose 20 pounds shaking like a chihuahua. And fuck, where was I going with that? Oh yeah. And then anyways, there's just been so much heaviness on me. My fucking libido was crazy just from all this heaviness. And then every time I tried to do shrooms, I had one or two good trips, and then a couple where I was just shit felt too heavy. So I haven't been doing it. Been going, I should, but make finger blasting great again. I can't go to the club where I used to do my best finger blasting. I can't even go to that club. I got 10 of the pounds back, and what sucks, it was 20 pounds of muscle I lost, and then I gained 10 back, and I ate muscle what I gained back. But it's weird. Humans are so funny how our body, I can weigh less than I did before, but my clothes are tighter because that's muscle and fat. Everyone should do at least pot or shrooms. I remember when I first tried pot when I was young, I was because no one ever really taught me to be introspective, which I grew up religious, but it wasn't about introspective stuff. And then I remember I smoked pot, and I was oh man, this helps you slow down and think about shit. So it's why, of course they've tried to keep people from doing it. I think I gained it back mostly because I've learned to drink a little bit, and I never used to drink, and I was oh, maybe that's why I was so lean, is I never drank. I know I do feel better too when all things considered, physically, like I am good, you know. But like we've said, like we all know, shit's not right. Shit's gonna hit the fan. Hell yeah, I used to do. I haven't been into my hot. Come on, camera. I haven't been in my hot yoga studio now for over a year, and that or a year and a half, and that was like my that was my favorite meditation. I did hot yoga like 4 times a week because I got it for free because I would go do a trade and do a chore so I could get free yoga. I totally get it, Mike. Like it was freaky, and we all knew that we're like 15 days to throw the spread. This isn't making sense. Like this isn't making fucking sense, you know. So we knew that the shit was wrong and something was bad. Ooh, bam, it was burning for a minute. Manitou Springs. That's so dumb. Like even outside at the like Penny Arcade in Manitou Springs, you know. Thanks, Thug. I always loved Manitou Springs. I know they reached the Cog Railways going again. I'm pretty sure, right? It's depressing. It's seeing friends I know like ugh. And I was off Facebook starting March 2020, so I didn't even see that. Like, thank God, I would have thought even lower of so many people, you know, like my dog. Where is my dog? He's deaf. He's deaf dog, so I can't just like get him. I can't just call for him. You can kind of hear some stuff. All these people are still stuck in that weird, like, they're still stuck in it. They like won't stop. Their brains are fucking like their brains are mush. That's all I can think is that their brains are fucking mush. The cat's over there. She's all mad at me now because did you see her? You can see her over there on the edge of the screen. I don't know how to make that work. He'll probably come down because feeding time is 3:00, and he magically knows what time it is when it's time to eat. So it definitely this last year definitely like I mean it was good and bad because it definitely pointed out who are your allies in this life, you know, and who are your like acquaintances that you just don't need to know. You don't need to like ever be around ever. Like it really definitely solidified that. So that's one silver lining, I suppose, you know. But unfortunately, the majority believe something, and then the government reacts to it. That's how it is. And so the government's paying for ads and all this shit on social media through companies like, you know, what Cambridge Analytica was doing, and they've admitted it. We have all these two fuck, I'm high. Documentaries on Facebook stuff, the Social Dilemma or whatever, and they're literally saying, "Hey, we're brainwashing you. We're brainwashing you politically and for everything. We're recreating you and making you make choices." And like people are like, I guess people are like, "Not me," which I guess I'm on Twitter still, so I don't know. I can't judge too much, I suppose, but it's a lot different from Facebook. It feels a lot different from Facebook because there was shit I would see repeatedly on Facebook that I could tell was trying to make me think something, and I don't see that as much on Twitter. I see people repeating the same dumb shit arguments, but it's not like ads, targeted ads. Tanner! Oh, you gonna come over here? You won't come. The kitty's coming over. Yeah, I did just prove a winner. Come here. You wanna come up here? Come here, pretty girl. It is what we always knew, but like, if you kept to yourself and they kept to their life, it was fine. Like, I didn't care if people were stupid, but obviously, I should have been paying a little more attention. All that shit. Now she's laying over there. licking her butt. All right, I'm probably gonna hop off here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm just doing this for fun because it's just fun to talk my thoughts out and be crazy. And unless 5 people want to listen to me, then cool. Like, I'm fine with that. But maybe I'll try and do like a Thursday afternoon thing. Maybe next time though, I'll start at 2. Maybe I'll start at 2:30 next time. Yeah, that would probably, because then East Coast it would be 5:30. Talking out loud. Sorry. I want to move the camera so you guys can see my cat right now. She's like, fucking, what are you fucking doing? What are you fucking doing? Animals. It's true. It gets real. Yes, my Swedish friend. I think I have a little bit of Swede in me, so practically related. All right, I'm gonna hop off. I hope everyone has a great Thursday night. I was gonna try not to have a drink tonight, but I might. So cheers, and I love y'all. See you on Twitter.